say a little aloha in our day. Aloha, aloha. I'm Aunty Dawn, and we're back together for your regular Choose Aloha Pump You Up session. Because champions always choose aloha, and aloha always wins. Today we're wrapping up and finishing up our latest, greatest episode of Choose Aloha, forgiveness. First, we defined a baseline. Forgiveness is letting go. Wait a minute, I gotta let go of my G glasses right there and put on my other G glasses. Letting go of anger, surrendering thoughts of revenge, and moving forward in our personal power, with our personal power intact. Second, we alerted, gotta take off those G glasses. I know I look all G-lit, but I need my reading glasses. Aunty Dawn is a little bit older. Second thing is we alerted us to our anger alerts. Get it? We alerted to alert, lolo, hello, lolo alert. Okay, I think you got it. Anger alerts are signs or cues that our body gives us to warn us something is not right and we're about to get angry. So we don't want to, remember, leave the lizard, nudge the numbat, and hug the human. You don't want to flip your lid, lose control. You want to, oh, I'm getting alerted. Deep breath, hold the control while I'm angry. We also drew a stick man in our G journal. Where's my stick lady? She lost choke weight. She's so skinny. Thank God, because quarantine, I was going the opposite way. Drew our stick man in our G journal for our anger alerts and wrote out your own anger alerts. Just say no, volcano. No, volcano. Next, we got even more specific on anger alerts, and we talked about pinches and punches. Checking the level of our anger when it's just a little pinch versus a lot of punch. Don't get to the punch level. Either way, making sure we stay in control no matter what. And last time we were together, we talked about the Hawaiian cultural practice of ho'oponopono, which is the Hawaiian practice of forgiving and regularly maintaining our relationships. You're always going to have small kind disagreements or conflicts, but it's like washing your car or your body. You got to do it all the time. To make relationships right again simply by practicing and the simple saying of I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Pure aloha and power. Yeah, you. Boom the room, boom cup, and we're back. Today is about how Choose Aloha and Choose Love all started. By our Choose Love mom and founder, Scarlett Lewis. She had to forgive the gunman who killed her 6-year-old son, Jesse Lewis, at school. Scarlett often talks, and she's a good friend of mine. I love hearing her talk about forgiveness. She talks about cutting the cord of anger. And of course, Scarlett had really strong, intense feelings of anger towards Adam Lanza, the gunman. But soon she understood that she was giving him all her personal power, all her thoughts, all her emotions, all her time all day, all her essence and her energy. It was making her sad, mad, depressed, and even tired. And worst of all, it just made her more angry. It didn't solve anything. It didn't help cure her heart. So Scarlett knew that she had to cut the cord of that anger and reclaim her personal power, take her life back, and so she did. When you are resentful or holding a grudge against someone, it gives that person power over you. Yeah, it gives them power over you. It allows them to keep draining your energy, your mana, and you are no longer in control. You lose your personal power. You get stuck in negative feelings and negative thoughts. This exhausting, so unhealthy existence. It's like drinking poison and hoping the other person dies. They won't. You will. And slowly, so just don't do it. When someone hurts us in some way, it's like we are attached to them through an umbilical cord, through your pico. The umbilical cord is the cord that connects a growing baby to their mommy's source of nutrients. Now, when we're attached to someone because of something bad they did to us, it's as if they are sucking the life out of us. The negative feelings we had toward them is draining us and leaving little room for positivity and good feelings. It's sucking our lives. So to forgive is to cut the cord, that negative cord, and the draining, and it leaves little room, as I said, for positivity. And now you get back your power, your control, and your positivity and energy. You get your life back. You win. Yeah, you. Right now, if you have someone you're holding a grudge against or you're resenting, imagine the two of you tied together with a cord, and you have to drag that person around everywhere you go. How does that feel? How's that working out for you? How does this impact your life, your ability to do things that you want to do or that you need to do? If you're dragging that person around, does it make your life more challenging? Yeah, obviously. Now imagine the cord being cut of your anger and your resentment. You no longer have to drag that person around with you. How does this feel? Whew, I just lost all that dead weight. I feel so much better. I lost weight. Let's, right now, just imagine as you're sitting there and we're doing this video together, act this out. Pretend that you are tied to another person. We can do this by locking arms with that person. Go ahead, one arm, second arm, and take turns just swiveling around in your chair, and you're the one in control. You're trying to be in control. You're carrying that other person to the left, to the right. Now try stand up. Kind of hard to do, right? If you're alone, you can even try grabbing a 20-pound bag of rice. Maybe you can grab a whole pallet of sodas or waters or some dumbbell weights, or even better, take your backpack from school you haven't been using and put a bunch of big books in it. Put that on and walk around for like a whole day. That's exactly what holding a grudge and anger and resentment feels like when you hold that weight. Now take your imaginary scissors, I'm taking my for real ones, and cutting that imaginary cord. Pretend to cut the cord. Walk around the room like you just did, but without the huge burden, and you are free from the dead weight. How do you feel now? Just thinking about it makes me feel better. Of course, it's not always easy to forgive. I get it. It takes time and practice to forgive, but it will make our lives lighter, easier, and better. Imagine the freedom of letting go and cutting the cord to anger, hurt, pain, and resentment. This is pure power of forgiveness. So let's finish it up and say it with me. So what, now what? So what, now what? Here comes your action. Take your G journal and let's put a bow on the gift of forgiveness as we finish this chapter and celebrate the closing today. Of course, we'll carry forgiveness forever, but we're going to move to the next chapter. Now, draw yourself a little cartoon character or stick figure, kind of like your anger alert man or woman. I'm going to use a fresh page. Go ahead and draw it in there and tie to it a cord with a big bag. In that bag, you want to reflect on things you are carrying around. Write down the ways you've been wronged or hurt. If I was honest, I would say my parents left me when I was 9 years old. My mom and my dad left me, and that hurt a lot. They abandoned. We worked it out later, but that was for a long time a big, heavy bag. Write down the ways that you've been wronged or hurt. What are some of the grudges you are holding on to? Just acknowledging those hurts, wrongdoings, and frustrations is another great way to forgive. And it ultimately, when you even just journal it or write it down, it's so healthy because it helps you in your steps to healing, wholeness, and holiness. Hoorah! Yeah, you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Jackpot. You the winner. Next up, we're going to go into compassion in action, the next chapter of Choose Aloha and Choose Love. Meanwhile, let's all remember to choose aloha. A-L-O-H-A, a little aloha in our day.